2:37 in the morning, West Coast time, still the 30th of January, 2024. An online presence out there called Artists in Recovery was talking about tough love. Now, tough love can only do so much, especially when you have a power greater than yourself can actually restore sanity. But hell, I thought that was Ma, but it wasn't. It was God. I'd seen how my brother had gone through his recovery and fought back like hell. I'd seen my brother go through meeting halls, making friends, actually making friends, and making amends to people. Fam- Families in church that we attended were starting to know a different side of my brother, and they were starting to trust and respect his ass. And I was still the loner. I was still isolated. I was still keeping an eye on anything and everything. I didn't trust. Still didn't. Still don't these days. But that being said, I went to a hell of a lot of AA meetings with my brother, and I tried to identify with one of them because I didn't think I was alcoholic, but I had all the damn symptoms myself, except I wasn't there for self destruction just yet. But I was building upon it in my life. I'd understand the concept of the power greater than myself, the entity or whatever that would ultimately decide whether or not I was going to live or die. And I still had feelings I'd never gotten through and analyzed during those days till now. That's why I talk about it more and more. I really didn't think a God actually existed, but if he did, what the hell was he trying to do in my life? And the thing is, I died 3 times and met someone upstairs and then kicked out 3 times. So yeah, it kind of got me pissed off at heaven. And pissed off this heavenly figure or this thing here called God. What is this guy? You kicked me out of home? How dare you? What the hell are you doing to me? I gotta go through all this damn shit? How dare you? It's like I had this anger all my life regarding this. Misunderstanding? Shit, I was pissed off. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? I mean, my God, I was going crazy at that point. And I'd seen how the presence of God was taking care of my brother one way or another. He only works, they say, through mysterious ways. Hell no, he works for other people left and right, directly and indirectly. A force, an entity, something that you just can't pin, and yet, I'd seen how my brother had changed throughout the years. More and more responsible, taking on a bunch of load on himself. Sometimes not able to control his anger a bit because he was still angry at himself and Ma, or probably God at the same time. And I'd seen how his anger almost damn near destroyed him. But there was people in the program, friends he had met, that actually talked sense to him. And he was grateful to those people. He really was. Saved his ass many times. Me, I tend to stay away from people and things. I'll work. I was an isolator, son of a bitch. Even from the family, I isolated. I'm still dealing with my anger, my vitriol, my damn disease still being buddy buddy with me. Didn't matter, I was waiting for a turn. I was waiting for a turn to kick my ass one way or another. Still trying to kick my ass. I had a lifelong anger, a lifelong fear, lifelong being pissed off at the God, but mostly at the medical establishment. Or maybe it's also God at the same time. How dare you do all these damn things to me, and I don't even understand why. You took away my damn family. What the fuck's wrong with you, you asshole? That kind of thing. That kind of thing. You took away my family. Why the hell did you do that? And I was the anger is still resonating over the past 10 years, or the last 10 years. I really didn't get any reconciliation with God on this one. And probably still am angry over the damn thing because I didn't understand. I could try understanding intellectually at this point that when my mother was dying slowly, she was just slowly killing herself. She was losing people left and right, and grieving and mourning does that to a person. I seen how it affected my aunt before I lost her, but she had a few good years before she passed away, and she spent them in love with our family. So I guess in a way, God was working through me to get to Aunt May, saying that everything's going to be okay for just for a short term on the earth. He scared the hell out of me of losing her. That's why I had to go to church one time as a kid, pray about my aunt because I didn't want to lose my friend. I didn't want to lose her. And as an innocent kid, yeah, I would probably feel it. And I didn't understand it. You get older and you get more enclosed, so you don't feel it as much. Or not even feeling the tap on your shoulder saying, I'm still here. I did a hell of a lot of times in my youth I wanted that, and times in my adulthood I still wanted that understanding. That feeling, that tap on the shoulder saying, hey, don't forget about me. I'm still watching over you. I guess it took a memory of my aunt to remind me that I still have people watching over my shoulder. Sometimes I get the dreams in my adulthood right now of family coming in and out every once in a while just to see how the hell I'm doing. Reminders that there are things happening beyond me, that I'm still loved, I'm still cared for, I'm still watched and observed, and they know. They know. Seeing my brother try to go through a program of dealing with God on his own terms. My brother was getting clean and sober. I still didn't know what the hell was going on. I was getting more and more angry at the people around me because I didn't know what the fuck was happening to my brother. He's a changed man. I still didn't recognize him. I thought when he came out of the Navy he was going to be a big badass. He was, but he was an asshole. He was an asshole. And then drugs and alcohol screwed him over left and right. I didn't recognize who this piece of shit was. He's supposed to be my brother. Prove it. Where the hell was the smartass that I dealt with, who played with me as a kid, who protected me? He never did say he loved me, but he did love me. And the one time he actually started saying he loved me, I didn't know how to reciprocate from that. I did not know how to deal with that one. Like, who the hell is this son of a bitch? How dare he tell that to me? You know, instead of presenting him a cake entirely, the damn thing dropped on the floor. It was one thing I noticed about the 12 step, about these guys. They didn't pull out a spare cake. Oh, hell no. They picked up the damn cake and served it to people left and right. And they still laughed about it. You think I was the only one that actually dropped a cake in a meeting hall? Nope. It was just, huh? Yeah. First year cake gets dropped. I'm seeing this memory again. I could try laughing at the son of a bitch. I mean, it should have been the funniest damn thing during that time. I was demoralized. I was pissed off at myself. I was still angry at it. And I was still angry at Dave because I couldn't say I loved him back. Because I didn't feel it. I still didn't trust him. I still didn't trust him. It had taken him years before we got our rapport back. We actually told each other we loved each other. To a point where we had to cling on each other to deal with Ma's death, and unfortunately, that really hit us to the bone on that one, to the damn soul. Dave was firstborn. You think he'd go back to drinking, but no, he didn't. Because we kept hitting meeting halls left and right. Shit. Back in '05, we moved from the San Fernando Valley to the Antelope Valley. My brother's sobriety date was, what was it, the September 19th? No, September 19th. And it was 1985. Here I graduated out of high school and got back into college. That long ago. I saw this guy grow from an angry person to a smartass in my lifetime. How he used to like to laugh and enjoy life, laugh his ass off. And how he would argue with Ma, but in a joking fashion, how they learned how to joke with each other, play with each other. Ma never did that with me. I wasn't a joking type, I was a serious type. I'm a shit. I was a changed personality when I got out of the damn hospital after my heart surgery. And so many times I get poked and prodded, kept telling my, you know, people kept telling me, grow up, grow up, grow up, be a man, be a man, be a man. Fuck, hold it all in. I wonder I was an angry son of a bitch. But I swore I'd be in my brother's back seat, watching his ass, watching his all the time. The expression watching 1/6 is you're watching his rear. You're at the rear of the gear, but you're also the guy at the tail end, Charlie. You're the military jargon we've used all the time. I'd watch his back, he'd watch mine. I protect him, he'd protect me. That's how it was. I wasn't military trained. I wasn't in combat, but I got the form of being in combat with life and everything else. So I had to protect him. Until he told me that I didn't have to protect him. Who was protecting me, though? How the hell was I supposed to be dealing with all this shit? Ma's trying to struggle with what she had, and she'd go to different job sites left and right, learn how to function without grandma. She had to deal with her grieving and mourning at one time, and Dave was dealing with his mourning and grieving by going to meetings all the time, being of service, getting out of himself. And me, I was screwed up 2 years of college and then working my ass off left and right. But at least my brother kept going to meetings all the time. Ma stopped going to meetings. We had people in program that we cared a great deal about, and we kept seeing in our lives all the time, so they became important to us. But I really didn't feel it. I didn't feel God was working in our lives. I didn't. I was hiding in that shit. And maybe I still had harbored something against my brother because he was becoming a human being for once. Scared me because I didn't see him like this in a new light, laughing and smiling and actually being a human being for once. And still telling me he loved me. Ma would say every time we kept leaving her presence, take God with you, be careful, and I love you. Well, Ma, I really didn't think I meant it. Not in those days, anyway. Not in those days. I really didn't expect Dave to turn out to be the best thing I ever had in my life. My best friend. A guy I could really respect and watch his ass like crazy. I love him more than a brother. He was my best friend. I mean, yeah, I had other people I had best friends, but my brother became my best friend. I think I told him once or twice. I wish I told him more. I wish I told him that I loved this bastard in life. The hardest damn thing seeing my brother go through his recovery like crazy, and then one day he's in an ambulance, getting loaded up in the back, and the next day, actually, within an hour, I'm seeing him being rolled in as a meat slab. It was the hardest damn thing prior to that. Almost a few years before that, I'm seeing, and so would Dave and I. We're seeing Ma going into the hospital and slowly declining in health. And we're going into meeting halls where we're angry, we're pissed, we're scared, and I'm about to destroy chairs in a meeting hall. All I could do is just shake that damn chair, hold it on both armrests, and just. I was not pissed. I think I was more pissed at God for taking Ma away. I think I was royally pissed at God at that time. I didn't know how to handle my anger. I didn't know how to handle anything else. Despite the fact I was in the meeting halls trying to let go, let God. All I could feel is anger all the damn time. Dave and I would go nearly every single day to the meeting halls right after Ma's death, just to, even during the time when Ma was dying, we went to the meeting halls as best we could. I mean, shit, I'd damn near get killed on a job site, and oh man, I think I was pissed off. I was not exactly relieved that God saved my ass. I was pissed off. How come I didn't die? You know, a tire strike on your face and expect to live, did you? Fuck, but I did. And I think I was more pissed off at God than anything else in my life. Why didn't he kill me? Take me home. Said Ma was going downhill. I didn't want her to die. What the fuck was I thinking during that time? She was dying in front of me. I didn't want to admit it and accept it. I didn't want to deal with it, period. I was telling people about that in the meeting halls, and I wasn't listening. I wasn't hearing. I wasn't listening. I wasn't just there to spew off, and that's about it. I had a hell of a lot of anger. I know David had anger issues because he'd storm off every time Ma would push his buttons. He wanted to yell and scream. No, he'd go to a meeting hall and scream. He'd go to his connections in the meeting hall and just talking to me about the damn shit. And I had to clean up the mess at home. And many times I wanted to go off on her. Dave would try to smooth things up because Dave and Ma were running a joke on me, and I got pissed about it. I couldn't talk to him about it. I couldn't talk to anybody else about the damn shit. Why didn't I? Why didn't I? I didn't. Dave kept trying to talk to me about Ma was going to die. He saw the signs. He talked to people. He knew. She just didn't want to say anything about it. But she was saying it in a way I didn't want to understand it. The last few weeks of her life, she kept seeing dead relatives, friends, people she knew, mostly family. I didn't want to listen. I didn't want to care. I didn't want to deal. One ear out the other ear. I was afraid she was going, and I didn't know how to deal with it. And I was pissed off. It's one thing when you hit bottom in the program. You get the moment of clarity. Just before you get that moment of clarity, you got that sudden urge just to say, screw it, I'm going to kill myself and say hell with everything. I was there. I was there. Everything piling upon me. I was there. October 10th, 2006. And I was going to do something that would land me either in jail or in a morgue. I was that angry. I was that ticked off. I didn't feel like God cared about me anymore. So I might as well give him my 2 cents worth. I was going to tell God what the hell to do with himself. And probably at that point, I didn't give a shit that I was going to go to hell or not. I was going to do something that would put me into the obituaries, but also put me into the front page, not to mention in the news, that would not have been good. And they would probably still try to figure out what the hell happened to me. They would ask Ma and Dave, and they still wouldn't know. Because I wasn't talking to them what the hell was going on in here and in here. And if I had the tools necessary, the question would I had the absolute nerve to do so. At a job site, I lost my mind. If I had the tools, they would have been also part of the obituary. A long time ago. They threw me out the company. And I'm outside, and I'm looking at the street, and I want to just get myself run over. I got sick and tired, sick and tired, sick and tired. I was ashamed. I was scared. I was angry. And I just wanted to kill myself. 2 boxes full of crap, Halloween crap that was going to be happening. And the rest of it, I had collected over the years, being in that company. She had just tossed the shit, just got run over, and that would have been it. Give up on anything and everything. Just die. Be non-existence finally, and not deal with the anger. Not deal with anything else. Not deal with the fact I was, I was beyond the breaking point. I was breaking the point. I was breaking the bottom for a new bottom. I was digging a new one. So much you can dig before you get tired. You get sick and tired of being sick and tired and get pissed off at God and everything else. You still have to face yourself in the mirror. You still have to see yourself. I saw myself as a dead zombie, living a life I didn't want to care about anything about myself. Did everything I could for the family. I kept thinking sometimes, what the hell did I get out of it? You know, loss, a sacrifice, sacrifice. Kicked myself for 30 fucking years. I'm out the door of this damn company, and I want to kill myself, Ma. What the fuck was I doing it for? Dave gets clean and sober. He gets sober. What the fuck did I have? It's like things were running through the head at so much speed. And the only thought it could tell me was just call home. So I called home and I talked to David about it. Next thing I know, I'm at the gas station waiting for him. Here he comes in a van. Pile in. And here comes LAPD looking for me. We go home. I couldn't talk to him during the trip. I couldn't talk to Big Brother about this shit. I didn't know what the fuck was going on during that time. I was so damn disillusioned. I wanted to go out, just unbuckle the damn belt and just throw myself in the traffic and get run over. Fuck everybody. Fuck him. Fuck God. Blamed him for everything. But everything else was superfluous. God's fault in this one. God's fault. How dare he do this shit to me? Little did I know God was trying to save my ass. He literally was. Ungrateful bastard I am. What do you think I am? I don't know. Who the fuck was I supposed to be in the first place? Oh, yeah. The guy was supposed to be appreciating life. Huh? Yeah, right, sure. Go through the meeting halls, see the Serenity Prayer so many damn times. Didn't work for me. Supposed to work for me. What the fuck was it doing? Not a damn shit. So here is an angry man looking at life on life's terms, looking at the terms I had, which was, why the hell am I here in the first place? What the hell am I doing this shit for? What are you doing this crap for? Leave me the fuck alone. And oh man, I was feeling it. I was feeling it inside. So many misadventures we'd have. And there I am at the point I was saying just fuck everything. Including saying that about my family. Those two same people in the picture. When I lost Ma, it was also anger. It was furious at God. Ma passes away on February 19th, 2013. February is the month of hell for me. Because I was seeing my Ma passing away from life. And everything had to be around Johnny Boy. Everything had to be around me because I'm important, aren't I? Seeing my mother die in front of me, I can't do a damn thing about it. Wanted her to get out of the damn bed all the time. And she was just laying there dying. Buried by something. I couldn't figure that shit out back then. Sometimes I still can't figure it out. She was sick and tired of living. Her boys would be alright. The boys would be alright. She wasn't. She was dying. I was too damn scared shitless and too damn angry at God for taking her. I wanted my mama. Little boy inside of me wanted his mama. I didn't want to lose her. You talk about hitting rock bottom. So many things I feel like I'm getting plastered and bounced off the damn thing left and right. Not feeling grateful or feeling, you know, grateful or thankful to a power greater than myself. My own damn ego running full tilt at this point wouldn't deal with this shit. It's like, how dare the universe do this shit to me? Don't you think you know who the hell I am? Fuck, you talking about an arrogant, prideful bastard. Me. There are things going beyond myself that are in control that I have none. There are steps that are avenues that I would have taken, even still to kill myself to this day. Since losing my family over the past decade, a little bit, I still wanted to kill myself. Instead of dealing with life on life's terms, I just wanted to deal with death and just knock it off. The pain of losing my family is the hardest damn thing for me to still deal with on a day by day basis. It's not the easiest damn shit in the world to deal with, I'll tell you that much. There were times I did want to kill myself. Maybe I should have. And the horrible thing is, I may be coming close to that point. If my mind, if my subconscious is really driving myself to that point, then maybe I am. And the thing of it is, I'm not ready to go just yet. I'm not ready to go. I'm not there yet. And I hope I'm not there yet just yet.